What is up, guys? Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are all having an awesome day. If you do not know who I am, hi, my name is Naja, aka the Voodoo Childs, and today we are going to be doing some more updates. Here, I'm going to post on my Patreon just so we can make sure everybody is up in here. Okay, bet. Got the stories up, got the chat. Okay, what is up, guys? Hi. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Daniel got me this new thing for Christmas, and it's kind of weird not hearing myself, if that makes sense. Let me know if everything's all good. I hope you guys had an awesome holiday week. I did. And let's close up this year with these Tribe Tea updates. I've been doing updates all December up until, we're about to go into the new year. I like to give people the opportunity who send us in updates to, to get us all caught up. Shout out to everybody. If this is your first live, I see a few of you are like, oh, this is my first live. If this is your first time here, please know that this is a live stream, okay? So keep that in mind, all right? I'm reading these live. Oh, and also keep in mind, it could be a little bit laggy. So just let me know. As long as my audio is good, supreme. If the audio ain't working, please let me know. Shout out to all my mods up in here. I see you guys. But yeah, let's get into these stories. So the names of the stories today is going to be update on my dad's secret family. I don't know if y'all remember that one. The second one is Tribe Tea. Oh, I see y'all. Okay, what's up? The second one is Tribe Tea, lost my best friend, ? And a backstab, ? The third one is Tribe Tea, sperm donor drama update. Oh, Lord. The family tea. The next one is I miss my Caribbean toxic mother, an update on that. And then we've got an update. These two came from the same live stream. The NARCY parent stories. And this one I could not find, actually. This last one I could not find the story for, so maybe you guys can help refresh my memory. But I swear I've read it, and I'm willing to even read it a second time. But it's called The Co-Worker from Purgatory. Doesn't that sound familiar? That's why I'm like, I feel like I have heard this before. But there is a little update. I just can't find the stream where I was talking about it. But yeah, let's get into the first one. So the first one is one that stuck with me because it was so hard to forget. The dad's secret family. And if you guys want to get brushed up on that, that is from the stream titled My Dad's Secret Family and More Advice, #Tribe Tea. It was long, detailed. It was a lot. It made the title. So if y'all don't remember, oh yeah, and the video names are in the description, by the way. All of the things that we're talking about, it's all in the description. I made sure to update it before I started the stream. But My Dad's Secret Family. If y'all don't remember, old girl found out that her dad had another family. Okay? I'm about to just read the update. So, hey Naja, first I want to thank you for reading my email, and I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well as well. I just got finished watching the Tribe Tea on my story, and I figured I'd give an update since a few years has passed now since I've sent in the submission and had some updates. Yes, because she was one of those people who sent me in like this long story, and I was like, please send it back in condensed, and I was patient, and she came along with the condensed story, so I really do appreciate you for that. So first, I would like to touch on the enmeshment comments and concerns about the relationship with my father. So I wasn't allowed to move in with my dad until I was 17 years old, and my dad wasn't really active in my childhood, but we would spend summers with him here and there while he was in school. The times that we would spend with my dad he was usually in a relationship with someone, and while we visited him, we would usually stay at this significant other's place. Dad, I'm gonna need you to get a house. Let me know, any of my moms out there, how would you feel if you was sending your jit to go stay with their dad, but the only time dad is stable is when he's being a hobosexual. Let me know in the comments. Anyway, so he introduced us so naturally, said I would just know about their relationships since I was staying with them so closely. Because if y'all don't remember, we were kind of just saying like you're a little bit too enmeshed in your dad's like dating life, like y'all are a little too chummy, which usually happens when there is a little bit of estrangement going on, or like you're the fun parent, I should say, and you don't really care for the child's emotional needs. Yeah, sometimes there could be an enmeshment with that fun parent to where you're in certain business that really isn't your business. Like, even if you are an adult, this is grown folk business. Like, this is your parents' love life. Like, I don't know. She said if my father had his own house, I'm sure that I wouldn't be so involved. And since I've had to mature at an early age to help raise my siblings, I've always been treated like an adult by everyone in my family. So I guess that's why people just naturally told me things that I probably shouldn't known as a daughter. Yeah, unfortunately, I feel you. Oldest daughter teens, we get told a lot of inappropriate things. I know a lot of things about my mom and dad I wish I did not know. And yeah, unfortunately, it does happen, but it doesn't make it right. You know, it doesn't make it right. So something else that I want to mention that I forgot in the first emails is that my dad and my sister's mother were in a deep relationship while she was here in Florida, and my brother and I loved and bonded with her and her oldest daughter very well. Down below, I put pics of a few of our times hanging out. Here, let me see. Okay. Crochet. Oh my gosh, you got the throwback pics, dude. Back when we thought our cameras were just so HD. OMG. These are so old. These mega throwbacks. Aw, there goes the baby again. She is so cute. With her little box braids, her little pink box braids. It's so adorable. So, I didn't bring my water up here. Sorry, y'all, if I keep clearing my throat. So, the times that we would spend with my dad, he was usually in a relationship, blah, blah, blah. All right, so we're close with her and her oldest daughter, and here are the pictures. This was before any of this happened. For anyone who's wondering how I broke the ice to my father that I found out he has a secret family, I still remember it like it was yesterday. One day we were going to Lowe's, and I had to buy soil for the garden that I had at my grandma's house at the time. On our way there, I softly said, I'm not sure what's going on, but Anna texted me that I have a 5-year-old little sister. And he just said, yeah. I would have dropped the soil and walked out. Like, what do you mean, yeah? Like, you just brushing it off like, oh yeah, by the way, we're going to have steak for dinner. Like, somebody get this man. Somebody get this. Let me look at him. I'm just imagining that response coming out of his mouth. That just made me mad. What? He talking about, yeah. He said they had something going on a few years back and he never brought it up because he was never sure if the child was truly his. Well, why not let's make some adult decisions, like get some tests? Because you too damn old to not be knowing if a child is yours or not. Like, that's something you get with a younger person on. Like, you're old as dust, sir. I need you to get it together. Wow. Apparently, when my sister's mother was here in Florida trying to get permanent residence, she was trying to pay someone to get married, and he ran off with the money. But while this was happening, she was still with my dad. So she was dating 2 guys at the same time. But my dad was also with his girlfriend of 5 years. If y'all don't remember how entangled it was, go and watch that video and get refreshed. And after getting pregnant and my dad showing little to no support, she had to move back to the UK since she had family there. The thing about my sister's mom is that she always had fertility issues, and she was never supposed to be able to have kids again after the first daughter, which is why they weren't worried about fooling around and doing all that stuff. Anyway, basically, he acted like it was no big deal and was still and was still concerned that she might not be his child. Okay, so I don't see why there is a question on whether his child, because look, I've seen the older sibling that you showed the picture of. That child looked like Mariah Carey. Now I understand why, somebody would be like, hey, whose white baby is this? But your sibling in question looks biracial. Like, they look like any biracial child. Like, I'm gonna need you to go and get that DNA test because you're foolish, you're avoiding responsibility, and that's even so messed up that you're just so open and willing to tell your daughter straight up, like, yeah, I'm not even about to take them steps, so I just left it where it was. Like, what? He's always claiming, okay, so I guess my dad making her look bad to me. She wanted to do a DNA test via the mail to prove that she is my father's biological child, and in the end of it all turned out to be true, and she's really my sister. Shocker. All of this happened throughout a few months, and my father and Anna's relationship wasn't the best since she still has feelings for him, and he had clearly moved on multiple times and lives in a whole different country. Jeez, but I mean, she's a miracle. She was meant to be here. Like, it's crazy. Oh my goodness. To update you on present day, my father is now back with the last woman from New York, and before they got back together, I made sure my dad came clean to her that he has another child that he never told her about. And for those of you that were confused on the Jonathan thing, I wanted to make a point that my dad was never truly truthful in their last relationship, and this was one of many lies that was told. My father, my stepmom, my brother, and I all now live together in a home, and their relationship is a lot better. If anything, I feel like, and this is how it should be, don't get me wrong, I feel like dad just realized he needs to not include you in his dirt. Because this is the first time you're low-key like holding him accountable, and like, because I get it, you're living in another woman's house, that's your dad, so when you go through your teenage angst, you're gonna lash out at the woman. There's like an old saying when it comes to daughters who become mothers. It's like you idolize the man, and it's like you taunt your mother with your father, and then when you have your daughter is taunting you with your husband. Like, it's like this thing. It was like a poem, and that shit was deep. I was like, damn. It's about internalized misogyny, which we're going to talk about in the Gucci video later on tonight. If y'all hang on, I'm going to drop a video tonight at around 6 p.m. Talk about some internalized misogyny. We all have it. It is what it is. Nobody's better than anybody. But it's like, this is the first time you really held him accountable. Like, look, you're not about to deny no kids. You could be a hobosexual and all this stuff because I'm too young to understand, but I'm old enough to understand that this ain't right. So I feel like if anything, he's like, you know what, I'm gonna do what I should have been doing and keep my daughter out of my messy ass business and let her go and live her life and not have stress on my behalf. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I think that is about. So as far as Anna and my sister, after everything happened, I made sure to try and build a relationship as much as I can with them, even if I'm not able to see them in person. My dad has promised to visit them once the pandemic, is over. But I could always tell he has no intention in doing so. Damn, look, I'm trying to tell you. I don't think that man changed. He went how many years without being in that girl life? As much as I hate to say it, my dad does seem content and just living his life and them staying in the UK. And I still don't understand it to this day. It sucks because I don't even think my family knows about her other than his girlfriend, my brother, and myself. Even his ex-girlfriend, who was the one he had a baby on, I don't even think that she knows that happened. Which wouldn't be an issue, but he's best friends with her brother, so it always makes me feel bad. See, the fact that he has you keeping all these secrets and stuff is horrible also. You should never make especially your daughter, hold secrets and stuff. Like, my father does send her money to help with my sister, and they do weekly FaceTimes, but that's about it. My sister and her mom seem happy and okay. Not that my brother and I know, so I guess I can't be too upset with the situation. Oh, basically, they're content now that everybody knows. I do plan to see my sister one day with or without my dad, as you should. And I hope to just be one big happy family one day. Again, I'm sorry if this is long, and I'll attach some recent photos of us and my beautiful sister. By the way, I love how you stated that she resembles you, but I've always thought that she does. She does look like she could be like my little sister. It's so funny with her little forehead. Um, her B day is in August, so she's a little Leo baby. Shout out to all my Leos in the chat. Um, and by the way, here are some old pics of me and the mom when we all met, and present time with my stepmom and my dad. Oh, wow. Y'all met up present. That's so nice. Yes, dress. Okay. Okay, dress. Ooh, that was a doozy, y'all. Hold on, I'll put the chat on the screen. Ooh, and welcome everybody that just funneled in, by the way. Welcome. I saw y'all. Honestly, I feel like what you're doing is awesome by wanting to reach out to your sibling and be a part of her life. Just don't ever forget that you did not lay down and decide to have that child. Do not try to step into your father's role, what he should be doing. Okay? Like, I don't blame you for making contact, doing all this stuff. Like, because kids are innocent. Kids didn't ask to be here. They don't know what's going on. But what I don't want is for your dad to be on some like, oh, well, my daughter's going to handle it. Oh, I don't got to buy nothing for Jit for Christmas. My daughter's going to handle it. Oh, I don't got to do the weekly FaceTime call because my daughter just called. So it's like you don't want to do his job for him because that's not cool. You can't just put all your responsibilities on your children. That's not cool at all. Let's see what y'all saying in the chat. Darylyn said, glad to know your dad is taking some type of responsibility and reaching out. Yeah, I mean, baby steps. It's glad he's reaching out. I get it. There's literally an ocean between y'all. But, sir, it's real easy to play dad from 100 million miles away. You can't. On some Nick Cannon stuff. Like, you can't possibly be the dad you need to be from that far. It doesn't make sense. But yeah, I would definitely, if it's ever brought up, like in a family situation, or like if you're in a family outing, or if it's her birthday or she hits you up and like, you know, I would never hide her from the world. If somebody asks, talk about it. I don't care if it's somebody in your family that doesn't know. Just like, oh yeah, this is my sister. I mean, that's not my secret to keep. That's his. It's horrible and evil to hide a child, bro. That's horrible. That is horrible. And yes, push and please, head on. You definitely can be parentified as an adult. Like, please be careful. Not your monkeys, not your circus. Keep doing you, boo. So this next update is pretty short. It's called Tribe T. I lost my friend and a backstab. And the stream that it is from is the 2-hour Tribe T special from July the 6th of 2022. Okay. OMG. So I'm going to do like a little skim through so I can, you know, get my bearings because this was part of the 2-hour stream. So I don't really, you know, remember too much. Well, damn, they said they've been watching me for 5 years. Thank you. Wow. So this is a story about their best friend, Autumn. They became friends at church. They were listening to Black Veil Brides and stuff, looking emo. That's how they bonded. Their family situation isn't the best. They were pretty lax on how long I was gone on the weekends. And she lived with her grandparents. So we got to hang out the whole time. So she is a Pisces and I am a Virgo, with her rising being Virgo and my moon being Pisces. So shout out to all of my Virgo and Pisces out there. Shout out to y'all. So we were basically sisters turned into a whole situation. She was issued to move down. Oh, is this the one where you live with the grandma? Hold on, let me see. I think I might remember this. We stayed super close for years. She would come up the whole summer, and I would be at her grandparents basically the whole time. Fast forward a couple years, she introduces me to Jackie. Okay, yes, I do remember Jackie. So what happened was, is her and her BFF, they're cool for all these years, and then finally they become adults. One tries to move out, but not really move out. They move into the girl grandma house, and the girl got a friend named Jackie. Jackie moved into the girl house. Like, I remember this one now. And Jackie is a Capricorn. Shout out to all the Capricorns out there. So, boom, boom, boom. The blah, blah, blah. It was a great move-in and weekend spent with them. Excited for summer, hanging out with Autumn. My dad at the time's girlfriend told me I needed to come home, and I was like, nah, I'm already here. And did I just mention I started dating my best friend's cousin? What the hell, girl? So, blah, blah, blah. I just want to keep reading because I know I'm not tripping. Didn't Jackie try to, like, hook up with somebody? Like, something happened that was inappropriate. So, we all moved in. It was the best situation in our head because it's all best friends living together and we don't have to cook. Yeah, F grandma. She just don't exist. We lived together for 3-4 months and the drama starts. I wasn't going to college, but school started up for them. And I didn't have to get up early, and I didn't have the tire or anger that they would have. She would immediately, Autumn would come in my room and try to hang out or nap, and Jackie would just go in the basement all depressed. And she would get super upset if we were hanging out without her. It got to the point where there were such weird moments from Jackie that she threw the girl, Autumn, who isn't a touchy-huggy person, into a panic attack because she was accusing her of being disgusted by her. What are y'all even talking about? Around this time, Jackie was also dabbling in her sexuality. Here we go. And being more open, which helped her calm down. And by December, the relationships of the three of us seemed normal. So then January comes around, and Jackie and I are getting close. And one night, she came into my room and was touching on me, and I didn't stop her. And I'm not gonna lie, we did some things. Just needed to make sure I wasn't tripping because I remember that happening. So basically, skip to February. Autumn texted our girl that sent in this message and said that she doesn't feel comfortable being friends with her because she pressured Jackie into hooking up when they had consensually hooked up multiple times after that one experimental night. Yes, I remember this girl accused you of freaking SA. And honestly, I wouldn't want to be that crazy ass girlfriend either. I wouldn't want to be her friend either. You're dangerous. You know I don't want to be your friend. You're going to get somebody locked up. Stay your crazy ass over there. So let's read the update. So, hey girlie, you don't have to read this update. My brain just needs to get this out though. I realize how confusing it may be, but the situation was super toxic. Super. It was such a roller coaster. And I was so blind to my toxicity in it as well. Yes, because I did mention, y'all gotta go and watch that. I did mention, our girl was a little toxic as well. They were basically playing house, ignoring grandma as if grandma ain't up in there, like, name on the house. Like, bruh, it was crazy. It was crazy. But that's cool. You said, I'm happy to say that I have grown and learned what I was putting myself and my friends into. I hope Jackie and Autumn are doing well. I know they're still friends, so I hope they got each other's back. Aw, that sounds sad, though. That sounds sad. It's like, they're doing well without you. Well, if it makes you feel any better, usually friends that lose a common friend, like if you used to be in a group and you're miserable, you usually reminisce on when the good times of the group, when you were all a group. So they're still talking about you if they still hang out with each other, if they're miserable. If they're not miserable, man, they probably just doing their own thing. You should do your own thing. Regardless, you should be doing your own thing. But that was sad how you worded that. Like, I hope they're doing good. I know they're friends. Like, bruh. Man. Also, I did have a job but ended up part-time to help Autumn's grandma with her home health care stuff. Okay. Yeah, because I was like, girl, nobody don't got no job up in here. Y'all just shacking up with grandma. Dang. But yeah, we are moving and growing. I know that's right. I know that's right. And don't let that break you down. I mean, it could have been way worse. She could have went to the police. She could have pressed charges on you. Like, she could have really ruined your name and drug it through the freaking mud. Like, she really could. You're very lucky that it was just some immature school ground bull BS, schoolyard BS, because that's nothing to play with. You don't accuse somebody of doing nothing like that. Like, I wouldn't want to be their friend. I wouldn't want to be their friend, period, just because of that. I'd be like, bruh, I really don't want to be around you. Sorry, not sorry. What do y'all got to say about this one? Aw, thank y'all for the compliments. I see y'all. Thank y'all so much. Y'all said yes, the friend did cut her off. And you said she's the girl who moved from a state and then back home. Yes. They moved around a lot and then like they met back up together. So yeah. Yep. All right. Well, I'm gonna move on to the next one. The next one is called Tribe T Sperm Donor Drama Update. Usually I see the person in the chat who sent this, but they're not here. So hey, in future tense when you come and watch. If you guys don't remember, I had a tribe member send in a story where it was basically about they haven't met their dad and then somebody passed away at a funeral and then that's when they got to meet their dad. I'm gonna reread it, but the story is from Third Wheeling, Donor Drama and Taking L's, #advice. Okay. So, our girl here says that her dad, they met at the funeral and everything. The sister starts talking about a lie detector test because, oh yeah, the mom was saying that the dad was being abusive towards her, and the dad denies it. So that's what the lie detector thing was for. Again, if y'all want to get brushed up, go watch the other live. So, let's see. Here we go. Hey Naja, thank you for reading my story and thank you and the tribe for advice. A lot has happened since the story, so here's the update. So my siblings and I made up. Of course, my brother apologized for overreacting and I have made amends. My mom is still disappointed in us and my dad is just confused on why we are talking to him. Oh, because they're trying to make contact. After many arguments, I just told my bio dad that I wouldn't have contact because I'm still living with my parents and it's causing an issue. My sister keeps talking to him because she doesn't give a you know what my parents think, and they talk almost every day on FaceTime. Oh, mind you, I don't know if I put this in here, but they're adopted. So, yeah. On some things, and her knowing our whole lives, I believe she did as well. Still think he was ignorant. Ooh, that was a sentence, girl. So basically, she's trying to talk about her mom and her dad's relationship now. So basically, my mom told us one night that my bio dad had SA'd her. Jesus. And that's how we were conceived. They're twins, by the way. And she just keeps saying that. And, like, I just need to believe her and have to cut him off. And I need to keep the peace. So, this is their bio mom, but their stepfather adopted them. This is a lot. This is a lot. And then, if that didn't happen, that's really effed up that your mom said that. And then that's also another one of those things where, like, parents should not tell their children. Like, you should not tell your child that they were a product of being essay. Like, that's traumatizing for a kid. So fast forward a couple of months, my sister calls to tell me that bio dad had a stroke. Oh, dang. And she wants me to go with her to see him in Oklahoma. And of course I'm gonna go. If this is bad and he passes, I would want to see him and comfort him with my sister. So I bring it up to my mom and she's silent. She gives me a hug and she says, I feel for you and your sister and I love y'all, but with him, I cannot bring myself to even show remorse or care. Wow. That stung a little bit, but why couldn't she just say sorry and hug me? We all know she doesn't like him. You don't have to throw that in. Yeah, but it's like if what she said is true, like, okay, did they have a relationship and then within the relationship he SA'd her? Or like, were they cordial or associates, knew of each other, and then he SA'd her? Was she a complete stranger and he SA'd her? Did he go to jail for, like, you get what I mean? You can't just tell somebody to forgive that. I think it goes a little bit deeper than being like a bitter baby mama. Like, I feel like there's some more going on, even more than the shocking thing that she told you just flat out about the essay, you know? I probably wouldn't even tell her that the man was having a stroke. I would just keep that to myself, honestly. So we go to Oklahoma and they would only let one person in the ICU. So my sister went and I gave him my crystal bracelet for protection and healing, and he still has it. His stroke affected his whole left side, but they were able to remove the clot before it got to his brain. Well, that's good. He's doing a lot better, got his movement back, and is living with my sister. Wow. Until he can get his job back and start driving again. His brain sometimes forget things, so I spent a weekend at the house with him while they were away to make sure he would lock the door and not use the oven. We got to talk and connect on a different level. He's really into spirituality and he's been able to see things differently. I wonder if it's in his genes. Man, that's a doozy. That's a hard one. Because forgiveness is such a beautiful thing. Forgiveness is such a powerful thing. Forgiveness is something that not everybody has or has the ability to give. And that is your dad at the end of the day, and you only get one dad. It's a very complex situation. Like, kids love their parents, you know, whether they are bad people or do bad things. Man, I feel for your mom. I feel for all of y'all. It's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Rose Aesthetic says she feels the mom should be a little bit more honest with them, but I don't blame her. No, same, especially because the man's obviously out the door about to croak. Say something now or forever hold your peace, right? I don't know. Okay, so this one is from the NARCY parent stories. This last two are from the NARCY parent stories. Here, hold on, let me get my life. Okay. This one is the I Miss My Caribbean Toxic Mother. It's very short. I just would like to read it really quick. And if you guys don't remember, I'm gonna refresh you a little bit. They just wanted to know what were some organic ways on coping with, you know, a mother wound. How can I just leave my mother for good? I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I feel like we're in two completely different spaces, and I'm done catering to her, even though I relapse and desire to call. And 3, what would you and the tribe do if y'all were in my situation? So, they said, thank you so much for reading my story. I'm really happy to have helped others feel less alone by being vulnerable. Please go to that stream and go and watch it. Just wanted to let you know it has been a year since the story, and I ended up doing most of the tips that you and the tribe have suggested. And it's nice to know that I was right about making the moves, and I have. And yes, she has been officially blocked since my birthday this year, and it has been one of the best decisions. Now I'm just continuing my inner work. Thank you again. And I'm glad that that worked for you. Just like I said with the last story, if it works for you to keep working on something with a family member, work on it. But if you know you can't even work on yourself because this family member is being so nasty towards you, cut them off. They're not serving you. They're not serving you. Like, bye. Bye-bye. Like, here, let me read something in the chat. Kiki said, oh no, Miss Cancer 2 times says, as a parent, there are things about my relationship with my kid's dad I don't mention just so they could form their own individual relationship. And that's how I feel like it should be. That's how I feel like it should be. Because All that other stuff is y'all business. You know, like what does a kid know about bills and cheating and they don't need all that. They don't need all that, girl. But I'm glad that you went Blockiana and you're doing better. All right, here's another one. I remember this one because it was called "NARCY Parents, I've Got Mommy Issues Too." So cute. And this one's from the NARCY Parents one as well. So, hey Naja girl, here's a little update on my situation with my mom. Girl, I'm almost 20 now and I feel damn near grown. Okay. I'm in my second semester of sophomore year in college. Congrats. And I moved far, far away. Okay. I go to an HBCU and I'm still in hella activities. I don't even know how, but I am. I have good grades. Yes. Still never failed. Okay. I'm still considered the smart one. They aren't straight A's like it was in high school, but I learned not to get too down on myself because college is hard. But I still never failed a class, so I'm good. I'm happy in what I'm doing now. I got a few piercings, tiny little tats, okay. Graduated, but not too much. I didn't wild out on that department too much. And I did wild out a little bit once I graduated, but not that my mom knows of. I did have quite a few hookups and situationships, but not to spite my mother. I did them because I'd never experienced this before, and I tried it out and finally realized that it was not what I wanted. Well, hey. You'll realize a little later it was because of your mama, but hey, it's okay. Hey, we all go through it. But I did grow up from my high school mentality and did realize that my mom was only trying to protect me. Yeah, because her mother was the overbearing type. Her mom wouldn't let her go to people's houses. Her mom wouldn't let her go on field trips. Her mom wouldn't let her breathe other people's air. Like, her mom was very overbearing. What I was worried was she's going to go to college and wild out. But she went to college and she said she did get a little loose, a little loose for a little bit and then chilled out. But they said, I'm grateful for my mom, and we still aren't completely there emotionally because she is closed-minded, but I have learned to cope with her remarks. Hey, as long as you're independent, you're doing your own college thing, I think you're going to be fine. I did move very far, so sometimes I do miss home and my mom, even though she does have her ways. She can't pop up on me at the dorms because I literally go to school on the other side of the country, but that also means I can't just come home whenever I want, like my friends at school can. I'm still learning and growing, and I'm glad to be doing it on my own, and I don't think I would ever want to live with my mom again or be a child again. Again, give it some time. You're going to want to be a kid again, but I don't know about living with your mama. I feel you on that. Shoot, you might. I don't know, bro. Enjoy your freedom right now. Don't look so, like, don't. I used to hate when I used to do that looking back as a teenager. I used to be like, oh my God, when I'm grown, I'm going to do this. When I'm grown, I'm going to do that. And then when I'm grown, it's like, oh, when I'm 21, I'm going to do this. When I'm 21, I'm going to do that. And then you hit 21, and then you stop with all the superficial stuff, the little holidays and stuff, I guess. And then before you know it, you're just like, dang, I want to be a kid. I'm healing my inner child. I want to go hula hoop, and I want to not pay bills and just lay in my bedroom at my mom's house. Like, I'm telling you, I'm still learning and growing. I like being at this stage of my life. My mom still be on BS sometimes because now that I'm gone, she be saying that I'm grown and I need to figure it out. Okay, mom. But when I say I'm grown to her, she says I'm not. But I've learned to get over her remarks. She also gets mad when I say I want kids. But that's literally the next big stage in my life once I graduate in 2 years. Kids? You're a minor. You're 20 years old. What do you mean? You're a baby. What do you mean kids, girl? Kids? Kids? You want to have kids immediately after graduation? You don't even want to have like a chill year of like doing nothing? Like, kids? You want to jump right into the kids? Are you in a relationship right now or something? Like, you don't just pop out with kids. You gotta yeah. I want to be married kind of young and be a young mom. I mean, those are cool. Those are cool goals. I'm not gonna burst your bubble on them goals. I believe in you. My only thing is getting these men to do what you want to do when it comes to that. Like, cause bro, I'm telling you, like, I would chill for a little bit because even if shoot, not to age myself, but even if I were to have a kid right now, I would still be considered a young mom, and I'm 26. Like, you're 20. You can't even buy liquor yet. You don't need to be thinking. Do you have a boyfriend? You think about marriage, girl? Okay, all right. I'm blaming your mama for this because she's so freaking focused on keeping you outside of the business. She should have been teaching you some. Shoot, my mom didn't teach me the game either. It's not. I'm not trying to say nothing. I'm just. She should have been teaching you the game. Because if you looking for courtship, girl, you didn't even have to do all this. Someone even said in the chat, them A's in college is scam. I was just kidding. Y'all better get them damn A's. Y'all better get the. It sounded like I said AIDS. I said A's. I promise y'all. Oh my God. Rose says, kids at 20, wait until 25, 26, 30. It's different. It happens. If it happens, it happens. That's what I'm saying. If it happens, it happens. But when you plan it, you get so much more support. Trust. So this is just what I want. It doesn't mean that it will happen that way. And I'm not trying to rush it. I hope not, girl. I am happy now, and I just want to keep growing and getting better for myself in order to live the life I dreamed of. Thank you so much for your advice and making these videos. I love them so much. I'll be sending more stories about situationships and hookups. I graduated high school. From the summer I graduated high school to the end of my freshman year of college, it really shaped me to who I am now and how I want to be better. I know that's right. P.S. Here are some updated pics of me because I am now blonde. Yes, blondie. We got a blonde bob. I know that's right. So adorable, dude. Yeah, y'all, man, look, you just scared me over here talking about young mom. Oh my gosh. They about to have a baby. A baby? A baby? Like the one, the real one? A baby? Oh my Lord. Good for y'all, man. Oh my goodness, y'all. Well, that was all of the updates I had. I looked through and through. Those were all the updates that anybody sent me in 2022, even in some in like December, November of 2021. Yeah. No, I feel you, Cancer 2 times. I was raised by a teen parent. That's why I was in no rush to have kids young or none of that. You know, I was on birth control since I was in high school. I wasn't trying to have that experience either. Like, no shade to anybody that does though. No shade to anybody who does, but yeah, no struggle love. I know that's right. No struggle love. Jalissa says I always wanted to be a young parent, but that was only because I didn't grow up with the family dynamic I always wanted. Now that is interesting because when I first started being like, dang, I want some kids, is when I started realizing like, dang, I could have did better, like than how I was brought up, if that makes sense. But it's like, girl, duh, your mama had you when she was like 16. Like, what the fuck you thought was about to happen? Like, duh, you could do better, girl. But no, like biologically, you start being like, damn. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm definitely going to be enjoying my 20s because when I got that baby in my arm, everybody else is going to have that same baby that they had from 10 years ago. So it's like we're all just going to be in the same boat. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, definitely avoid putting yourself, especially as a woman. I hate to bring like gender and stuff into it, but like in society, specifically in the American society, we don't have a lot of rights, bro. We got to do a lot of shiesty through the loop legal stuff to get things, whereas our male counterparts can just waltz in and get stuff done. Shoot, women couldn't even have bank accounts or credit cards until like the 80s. Like bro. So unfortunately, there is tons of advantages in doing certain things by playing certain roles in society, such as marrying as soon as you get out of high school to a military dude and getting knocked the fuck up and getting all these benefits. Like, I would never shame no woman for surviving. You get what I'm saying? I'll never shame no woman for surviving. But if you have a choice, and coming from people that love kids and that have their own kids, multiple kids, they always tell me to wait. If I have a choice, wait until I'm ready. Like, look, Hannah talking about my mom had me at 26 and still was fighting. Yeah, my grandmother had my mom at my age at 25, actually. My grandma had her at 25. Daniel's mom had them at 25, or had his older brother at 25. Like, so yeah, I'm in a rush. I'm in no rush. And I don't remember who said that. It was like an old Hollywood movie where the lady like calls up her mom and she's like, Mom. I feel like I said this last stream because I just got like such a kick out of it. She was like, Mom, he wants to have a baby. And she was like, Dear, well, if you have a baby, then you'll no longer be the baby. Like, bitch, like, you can't be, look, because you can't be, oh my gosh, can you buy my bundles, my nails, and all this stuff when you got a baby with a full diaper? Like, bitch, you better ask that man for some bottles. Like, you can't do that anymore. You can't, basically, the moral of this story is you cannot be selfish. Once you have a child, it's not about you anymore. You can't be selfish. You have to be selfless. Like, yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for y'all today, guys. When it comes to the live stream segment, of course, I'm going to be back on here in a few hours, in like 2 hours, with the Gucci video. If you guys would like your stories sent here, or if you want to send me an update on a story that you've already sent me in the past, like if more stuff has happened, you can email me at tribeT@shopvoodoochild.com. There are rules. Okay, there are rules. Please follow the rules. We can't be doing certain things. Okay, can't be talking about certain things inappropriate. There is an age limit as well, so please mind by that. We can tell, okay, if you're not the age limit. But yeah, go ahead and send them in there. Anybody's welcome. You're more than welcome to send in multiple things. Please like the stream. Thanks, Ma. Yes, please like the stream before you guys go. It would help me a lot. Especially, it would help me realize, like, what portion of you guys are, like, in the live. Because I know the views fluctuate. So I know, like, on an average when I go live, who's in here? Help me out. So yeah, I will see you guys tonight with the Gucci video. And then I will see you on Thursday with a vlog, and then I will see you on Friday with a podcast. So y'all are gonna have tons and tons and tons of content from the kid. Just make sure you guys keep track of all the hyperlinks at the end of the screen. Like, you know, when you see the picture of me and then Naja and Daniel at the bottom, yeah, those two channels, make sure you're subscribed to both of those. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Thank you guys so much for everybody that's in here. If you guys didn't catch my handles and you want to see me in other places, I am on, where's my handles at? Where's my handles? There it goes. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I got my own website, and obviously you are watching me here on YouTube. So that is pretty much it. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you tonight. Peace, peace, peace.